Tory, that's yeah, that's I'm gonna just put it Man, I wish you would have got that.
I did get it.
You did? Damn.
We coming for you, nigga.
Don't do it. You already shot Maggie.
You knocked his ass out, Tory. You knocked him out. I missed that shit. Tory said he just knocked Alsina ass right out. One punch crushed him, Tory. He said one punch crushed his ass. Look up. He just did that.
It has been a little while, but we are back at it, man. Sit your podcast down, episode don't fucking remember.
Let's start new season. Say it's one.
New season, season 4. All right, I like it. In the back to school Halloween special, like because we not really in back to school no more, about in October. But anyways, good. We have G in the building with that hideous background of that horrible team.
Haters, huh? I didn't know we was opening with hate.
Opening with hate. How I'll tell you more. Tell your man Marshawn Lattimore to fucking put some eyes in the back of his skull. Stop letting Mike Evans fuck him over every time. Come on, my guy.
A cheap shot, man.
It was a cheap shot, but you know he does it. This ain't the first time you done got blindsided.
You know what Mike Evans' excuse was?
It's Tom Brady.
It's Tom Brady.
Tom Brady. White man got you acting out of pocket. Anyways, Reek's in the building. Is it murder week or just Reek today? Let me know.
It depends. I'm ready for anything.
You're ready
for anything.
All right, we're flying the building. So yeah, we got some things to talk about. I mean, this isn't the topic, but I will just say, shout out to Hometown Bills. Gotta represent, even though I'm not home. Shout out to Hometown Bills, 2-0, looking fucking amazing. Hopefully that shit leads to something good at the end of the year. We won't jinx it. Fuck every other team in the NBA, NFL. Dominance is right. Fucking dominating, motherfucker. Like, oh, you with this what you say? Okay, it's our house, bitch. Go home with that L 0-2. What are the Saints? Nobody gives a fuck.
I know what we're doing here, but you know what? We'll just let the Bills be. We'll let y'all be happy all year, and then we'll get to the playoffs, and we'll get to 2 minutes left, and then we'll talk.
Anyways, we're gonna move on past that.
I'm gonna send y'all after this the video to do that we making fun of Jameis on IG. It is hilarious.
I'm sure that's a blast. Look at I see that. So per my background here, we want to talk about. Okay, so I have a hot take. I'm going to talk about my boy August Alsina and Tory Lanez. Now, even though the evidence does not show this, and I think that she's a lying ass chick, I now believe Meg the Stallion. Meg the male horse, I believe her. And I'm going to tell you why I believe her now. The little angry man tactic that I saw from Tory Lanez suggests to me he is the type of dude to just pull out a gun and shoot at somebody. Because that's what I saw. Not necessarily that, but that temper, man. Bad show, man. Bad show. So, if you haven't seen the video, August Alsina and him meet at some backstage event or whatnot. And as they approach, essentially August kind of says, nah, I'm not dapping you up. Kind of just shrugs him off like, I ain't talking to your ass, and walks away. You see Tory Lanez standing there just feeling like, this is really just in the background. Because we all want to, we're in 8th grade at one time. Everybody's just like, oh, yo, word. Oh, yo, word. He gonna walk by you like that. And you can see.
You gonna let him do that to you?
Right. Tory starts to turn away. And it was that final like, yo, that's crazy. He turns around and was like, yo, F this. Let's go see that dude. and he angrily, stomps off like a little munchkin. And the result is a bloodied face for August Alsina, who's just taking L's, man. Taking L's.
He's like,
I'm sure Will Smith was smiling somewhere, but other than that, he was not happy.
When August ghosted him in that hallway, it's like seeing Scrappy from
he did march after him like Scrappy.
He was like Marshall, just like Scrappy.
He just bumped out. He's ready.
Like,
first and foremost,
let me at him.
and then of course he has like eight goons with him. So it's like, I guess what we want to ask is, number one, I mean, he wasn't justified, right? We're not gonna he was wrong, right? Or should August have been like, yo, Tory a high head, I should probably at least acknowledge him and tell him why I'm mad. Like, I guess the word is that he was talking about the whole entangled situation. But either way, like, should Tory have done that story? Should August have done something different? I guess
if that's the reason, August got to pull up on everybody in the world.
Right. Literally, we've had something to say about it. Like,
he better pull up on everybody.
That's also fair. Everyone has said something about this. That is
because it's like, if you're gonna
accurate,
right? Because he walked by him, like it was kind of funny because he looked at him and he saw his hand out, and Tory ain't even do the joint like when somebody don't see your hand and they do all right, you know what I mean? Like, he ain't even do that. Like, he just walked right past him, like he ain't even there. And little man complex.
It's big. It's big. Little man complex is big.
You get a little agitated. He's acting like an R&B singer at Tycoon Weekend. Like, he was just a little angry. Angry. Trey Songz band Pleasure P is suspended. Tycoon Weekend.
Somebody said it. The R&B guys are acting like they the real thugs. Like, what's going on? They be all singing and singing.
Was that 50 said that?
Yeah,
50, I think 50 did say, he's like, these dudes just acting crazy out here. Like,
he's R&B nigga. Like, Tory's like, would we consider Tory an R&B guy? He sings.
Yeah, I would.
August Alsina's R&B guy. He's like, he's a little angry dude. Like,
a little angry man. Oh, I do think I hate that. It made me feel like, yo, Tory did that shit. It's just the first thought in my mind was like, that got you that mad? Yeah, you shoot a chick in the foot. Like, in my mind, I'm like, you do it. I think you did it now.
It definitely was. It definitely looked like he wasn't going to do it, but he could be triggered easy.
Right. He could definitely be triggered
from being go to that by random nobody's in the hallway being like, oh, really?
Right.
That seems.
And he also shows he has enough goons that will do what he asks or back him with his anger. So
yeah, he had 6 niggas bigger than me that was just like, you won't get him? Okay,
right.
Get him.
What you want to do?
So is this an L for August, or how y'all looking at that?
It's an L because you played your hand wrong. When if you end the night with your ass getting the whip, even if you get jumped, you took an L. If you end the night with your ass getting whipped because of your actions directly, you really took an L. Was it a fair fight? No, it wasn't. Were you expected to win? No, you weren't. But if you would have just been like if you just talked, you played the tough guy role, and he was like, nigga, I'm the tough guy. And now you the hurt guy. I'd at least try to talk to him. Because to me, that's where I would have been. Like, if I was mad, I felt like we maybe not cool, but you could have found a way to talk to me. I'd have been like, I'd have yelled and be like, yo, man, like, why you talk about that shit that was going on with me and what's his name? Now he could then look at you and be like, nigga, everybody was.
Everybody.
Which the world was. he could just hit you with that.
I can imagine August got like a list in his closet where he just checking niggas off that done said something bad to him about this.
Like, about to ghost him next. Ghost this nigga next. I'm about to not shake his hand either.
I'm not shaking his hand. I mean, I can see it. I'm just saying, I feel like when you fight and you lose the fight, even if you get jumped, you took an L to an extent. Is it the worst L? Nah. But like I don't know.
I feel a little different, man. Getting jumped is a little different, man. If you caused it, then it's not. But like, I don't think he caused that. I don't think he did anything wrong. I think he did the right thing. I got a problem with him. I don't want to address him.
I mean, I'm not saying him doing that was necessarily wrong, but then like keep your head on a swivel.
But also,
if I feel 4 or 5, I'm gonna be like, let's slide out real quick. Or, and here's the thing too, if you a celebrity, and we'll get to this later with the PNB joint, but like, you don't go nowhere dolo. What's up with you people? You are big business. You don't go dolo. Your goons should have met his goons and had a goon beef out. It shouldn't have been no, I'm by myself, but your goons on top of me. That don't make sense to me. Where your people at?
Right.
Even if you are like that, it don't make sense.
It don't make sense in no sense. Like if you when I get to making a mill, it's gonna be somebody around us around the clock because I'm an asset. We an asset. I'm not gonna be sitting there caught slipping because I want to be cool and not go in 6 cars. No, we go in 6, 8 cars deep everywhere for life. That's how life is now. Ain't no sneaking up somewhere to the mall and just go make a run. It's we got 15 goons going to make a run. Watch the door. That's how we do. That's how you move now. Period. I don't know why these guys think they don't move like that. I don't understand that.
Yeah, Tory Lanez. Go ahead, G.
No, last thing, we gotta let you go. I think, and this is something that I think needs to be a thing. We need to see how many Ray J's Tory Lanez entertainment level is.
Is Ray J a level of entertainment now?
So like out of like 5 Ray J's, like where does Tory Lanez?
Right.
Where does Tory Lanez?
He's approaching the 3 to 4.
He really 3 to 4 Ray J's.
He really maybe 3.5 Ray J's. He up there. If 5 Ray J's is just like Ray J himself, he's 3.5. 5 mini Ray J's is one whole Ray J. Then he 3.5 because he's getting there. He close. He's not quite 4 yet. He getting there. He getting there though.
He was angry. He was like, it was like you seeing the Oompa Loompa back by the Monstars walking down the hallway.
That's how it felt. It felt like the little boy walking behind all the big dudes when they go on the power. I'm like, he's like, yo, yeah. This is my team here. Yeah, all right, cool. That team, that team won. So it's
right.
His Monstar team won. But I'm with you, G. Like I get it's not the same because you got to jump. But just where are your people at? Where your crew at? Like you need them with you. That's why it's an L for you. Cause you move like, man, he ain't gonna do nothing, jump bad, and he did. And now you hurt. And you can feel bad for him and think, oh man, it shouldn't have happened to him. And you're probably right, it shouldn't have happened to him. But like,
yeah. I don't know. What were you getting into, Reek? What were you gonna say?
No, I was gonna say is the Oompa Loompa and the Monstars, like that's what it was. Just a little angry guy, Like he got August Alsina's like maybe because he ain't been in the spotlight in a while, hasn't had a hit song, and I don't know how long since 106 and Park was on.
He ain't had a hit song in a minute. You ain't lying.
Yeah, so it's just like you kind of get why he walks around with no security because nobody gives a shit.
Right.
But like somebody does though. Somebody does. But I mean, I am interested to see, side note, there's been a little bit of not really any news on the case. I feel like it's been the longest court case ever. And second side note, can we admit that Meg Thee Stallion is not good? Like she wrote a wave of like sympathy, which is fine, and maybe she's deserving of that. She's not a good artist. Can we just finally accept that shit? Every song I hear from her is just fucking not awful, but it just sounds the same. And it's like no substance. It's just
she's like most rappers, most of the new rappers, their music sounds the same each song.
I mean, but I'd rather hear the Babies 18 sounding the same songs than hers.
I don't listen. I don't think I know many of her songs. I only know like the chorus of songs.
If you know one of her songs, you know all of the songs.
Yeah. I don't know one of her songs.
Yeah.
Well, then you ain't missing about one song then.
I couldn't tell you between like I think I was my uncle asked me to make him a mixtape, and it was for a younger group of girls. So most of the playlist was city girl type music. So I had to listen to like hours of city girls music, and I never ever want to hear anything like that again in my life. I will take that old nigga. Like you can label me old. You can label me old and grumpy.
I'm sorry. Like I get the whole. It's the same as what the guys do. Is this city girl rap is audio garbage. I'm sorry.
I would rather listen to scam rap.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. It's bad. And
in the club,
Meg's right there. It's just.
It's crazy. I can see why it's crazy in the club, but like when you just like at home by yourself chilling,
like you can't listen to that shit and be respectful about anybody or any woman.
No, yeah, exactly.
It's gross. And y'all want this shit, I guess, but this shit's gross. I ain't supporting this shit. I'm sorry.